my name is Davina Liggins and I'm with Healing Made Whole. I have a story for you. It's story time. So we're going to go down memory lane with me just for a moment, and then I have a very probing question and a challenge for you. So this was about 20, maybe a little bit more than 20 years ago. I was on vacation with a friend of mine, and they had their little child with them who was about 2 or thereabouts years of age. And it was the end of the day. We were hungry. We had a lot of fun that day, and we were driving down the main highway looking for something to eat. And the little child reached out and said, "Oh, I want this," like motioning to a fast food restaurant. And the parent said, "Oh no, oh no, remember, we don't eat that. That's poison. And I don't give you poison, remember?" That's what they said to their child. And we went on driving, and we found the best option of food that we could, considering that we were eating out. And that, all these years, stuck with me, because that was the first time, and frankly, probably the only time, that I've ever heard a parent describe ultra-processed food, fast food, we already call it junk food, in such a way, using the word poison. And my question to you is, was that an accurate description that parent was conveying to their child? Was it too far? Was that proper education the best terminology that she could use that was age appropriate, where that child could understand why that food was not being made available to them? So I ask you, how do you describe what's appropriate for your children? What words do you use? Is poison accurate? Is junk food sufficient? We already call it junk food. That's an indicator right there that it's not fit for our youth and even us as adults. So here's why this is so important. This is why I raised the question, and I challenge you to look at how you are educating your children and the youth that you are responsible for. Because for a few reasons, they're being inundated all day long with billboards and commercials that are very appetizing and strong pull to them to be attracted to these kinds of foods. And there has to be a strong counter to that. And where does that come from? The home. It comes from extended family, the aunts, the uncles, the caretakers, the babysitters, the coaches, the teachers. We all have to counter these strong signals that are drawing our youth into a lifestyle of junk and ultra-processed food. And so from a health perspective, this is very real. So as we all know, metabolic disorders like obesity, prediabetes, and type 2 diabetes are on the rise in our youth. And the youngest that I'm aware of child that was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes was a 3-year-old, like back in 2015 or so, right here in the United States, Texas. And gratefully, they were able to make lifestyle changes to correct that disease in that child. But I would like to say that this is the problem, because our youth is already being diagnosed with all these metabolic disorders at young ages. 3-year-olds is the youngest, but typically it's happening at 10, 12, 14, 15, preteen and teen years. And as you know, these metabolic disorders, without proper lifestyle intervention, are chronic and progressive. And so we are used to seeing individuals suffering with blindness, complications of these disorders like, or these diseases like blindness, kidney failure, amputation, and all of that. We're used to seeing this at ages of 60 and 70 years of age. But now that our youth are being diagnosed at 12 and 14 years of age, are we about to see these facilities, dialysis facilities, with even younger population, like in their 30s and 40s, because they've had diabetes since they were 12 and 14? And remember, it's progressive. And it takes a while to get to end-stage kidney disease. It takes a while to get to a point of needing amputation. It takes decades to get to a point of needing blind or suffering from blindness, heart attack, stroke. So this is why this is so important. So I encourage you to really do a deep dive and ask yourself, am I being strong enough to counter the pressure to eat this food and to protect my children, to protect the people that I'm responsible for? And it's okay to be the weird one. It's okay to be the parent or the aunt or the uncle or the grandmother who says, no, when you come over here, you don't eat that. I give you real whole food. So it's with story time. And I hope that that person 20 some years ago can be an inspiration to you, and that it is okay. It is okay to use strong language to deter our youth from walking down the path of disease, disorder, and disability because of lifestyle choices. All right, you all take good care, and I will see you the next time.